ABC 27 News at 6 starts now.
We have live team coverage ahead of tonight's big game as the Philadelphia Eagles get ready to go head-to-head with the New England Patriots, and we will get to that in just a minute. But first, we do want to give you an update on the weather. Sleet and rain are mixing in with the snow falling across central Pennsylvania, making travel kind of tough tonight. PennDOT has temporarily reduced the speed limits to 45 miles per hour on several major roadways, including I-81, 83, and 283. In several counties, and that is why I'm here right now with Chief Meteorologist Eric Finkenbinder, tracking what all this means for those Super Bowl plans tonight.
Yeah, and it certainly was a mess for a lot of us that were trying to get somewhere, especially north and west of Harrisburg. A lot of reports of about 3 inches of snow, which we'll get into that a little bit later on. Let's first focus on what we have happening outside right now. In case you are waiting for some of your guests to arrive, we're getting right into our live drive, and you can see that we've got traveling through Harrisburg. The roads seem to be yet a bit slick. This is a big improvement from what we saw just 2 hours ago, where we saw a lot of slush-covered roads across the area. The windshield, notice, there we are. We're dealing with the rain, and I've had reports of sleet still mixing in with the rain. So that's currently what it looks like outside in Harrisburg. Let's see if we can show you some other locations on our Blue and Gray grill in Gettysburg. 33, looking wet with rain. They've had about 2.5 inches of snow. The slush we saw in Carlisle, that seems to be now starting to clear up. But notice in areas that had a lot of snow, including Lewistown, or mainly snow, I should say, still dealing with snow-covered roads. It is very busy on the map right now. I'd like to just sit and kind of dissect this for you, but long story short, a lot of it's sleet and rain. Here is the good news, and really what you want to know is when we begin to clear this out, and that's going to be happening between really now and 9 o'clock. So the next 2 to 3 hours, Amanda, this is when we're really going to see a lot of this exit that is done before the game is over. That is the good news. More details on that forecast just ahead.
All right, Eric, that brings us to our coverage of tonight's big game. Sports anchor Pat Welter here to take us through what we need to know before the Eagles kick off.
Yeah, Amanda, there's really not that much left to say at this point. We all know the storylines, the dynasty versus the underdogs, Tom Brady versus the backup Nick Foles. It is finally time to play the game. The Eagles, 4.5-point underdogs. Every Patriots Super Bowl decided by 6 points or less. Several Eagles dealt with illness this week. Interesting note there. Doug Peterson said by Saturday they were fine. And in a few hours, we will have our Super Bowl champs. So here for some final poetic words, Rob Gronkowski and LeGarrette Blount.
We know what we're going to do. They know what they're going to do. You know, we both got the same goal in mind, and you know, it ain't no hard feelings, but it just is what it is.
On pen and paper, you can match up good, they can match up well, but it doesn't matter what the matchups look like during the week on pen and paper. It matters who goes out there and executes the best and plays the best on Sunday.
Great words, as always, from those two right there. And everyone kind of predicting a close game in this one. That's what I'm thinking, too. So watch, we get a blowout either way. Could be the Eagles, could be the Patriots. I'll have my pick coming up, and it might surprise you.
Wow, that was a great tease.
Oh, yeah, you know, well, given my Eagles stance in the past, I'm kind of, they might have convinced me.
Maybe we don't talk about that.
Okay.
But in the meantime, it's kind of an understatement to say fans are excited, and that brings us out live to Priscilla Ligori with a closer look from Dauphin County. Priscilla, looks like a lot of fun out there.
Hundreds and hundreds of fans have been pouring into Mr. G's over the last couple of days. The celebration has been going on all week. We spoke with tons of fans who are all very optimistic that they're going to win.
Eagles! We are die-hard Eagle fans right here. We love our Eagles. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
It is unbelievable, electrified in here, unreal. We all bleed green up here. We live, breathe Eagles. I mean, we need this victory. This is our redemption right here against the Patriots.
Now, as you can see, we are having a ton of fun here at Mr. G's again with Eagles fans. We'll be here all night long. We'll show you the fans' reaction later on at 11. Working for you live.
All right, Priscilla, we will check back with you soon. Looks like a lot of fun out there.